So, back on my rant again. One of the things they don't talk about when it comes to doing a business or having a business is all the behind the scenes stuff that you have to do, like the systems. When I say, like, I have spent half of this year doing systems, creating systems, I literally spent half of this year literally doing systems, creating systems, putting data entry type ordeal. And like, but I still got to get it done, because if I don't do it, who else will, right? That's the amazing part of being a entrepreneur, a kingdom entrepreneur. And so one of the things I will say is if you're a business owner, an entrepreneur, to most definitely get your systems together before you start trying to take clients. And I know everybody wants to like take a client and start, bringing in that money and all that other stuff. And I get it, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got to pay bills and whatnot. But I am like for real serious. Like you really do need to like get your systems together, because if you don't get your system together, you can have all the clients in the world and the customers in the world, but if you don't have an effective system, then the customer experience is going to be trash and they probably won't come back. And we want them to come back, and we want them to tell people to come back. We want them to come back. So a tidbit, is get your systems together. Like make sure that your procedures, your policies, like the stuff how you want it to be, how you want how you want your customer experience to be on the other side. You're giving a service, and that's cool, and having to create the book or make the class or whatever service that you're giving, that's one side of it. But also making sure that you have the system, whatever platforms you're going to use to store. If you're dealing with clients, then you're going to have some type of system to kind of keep up with tracking your clients, kind of trying to make sure you get contracts if you're going to be coaching and things like that, how you're going to get your money, how you're going to get paid, how they're going to pay you. So all of those systems have to be like, you got to do all of that manually. And then I guess as time comes, you can automate a lot of stuff. And then, that's a learning curve as well. That's a learning curve. That's a huge learning curve, because this is stuff they don't teach you in school. Your girl over here got multiple degrees, and yet they ain't teach me none of this at all. None of this. They just said, go be great. All right, take this $75,000 college degree and go be great. Yeah, Jesus help us. But nevertheless, I will say, get your systems in order, please. One of the systems I would say that has really helped me as a coach is Paperbell. That's one. Another system is ClickUp. However, ClickUp has a huge learning curve. A huge one. If you do not know about like a managing system, you have to create all the information and then dump it into ClickUp. And it's not easy at all. And it's even not easier when you're like, you have a disability and like you don't see that well. So yeah, that too. But nevertheless, got that done. Thank the Lord up above. Excuse me. I got that together, which I'm very happy about. What else? Getting emails and stuff like that together. Just making sure like that my systems are as complete as possible. My hope and goal is to make sure that my customer experience is flawless. Because I want them to keep coming back, like you want customers to like keep coming back, right? That's the whole objective, is to have clients keep coming back, tell your friend, and your foe, whatever, that I'm somebody, cool to work with, that my organization is a really good organization to work with. And word of mouth goes better than any advertisement that you possibly could pay for. So, you want it to be an experience that is not only good for you as the business owner, but as well as the client that's receiving these services. And to be a kingdom business owner is different because of the fact that you still have to always, always, always go with the leading of the Holy Spirit, because you may want to, charge this much, and then the Holy Spirit is saying, no, you need to charge this much. Or you may want to go this way, and the Holy Spirit is like, no, go that way. You may want to launch last year. The Holy Spirit is like, you're going to launch this time. So I would say for anyone that is a kingdom business owner, entrepreneur, always, 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 always check with HR or headquarters, HQ, aka Holy Spirit. Because if you make Holy Spirit HQ, you can't never go wrong. That's why I always tell people, make the Holy Spirit your best friend. Because if you make the Holy Spirit your best friend, I promise you can't go wrong. Because Holy Spirit will put you on game. He will let you know when you should and shouldn't be doing something. He will let you know when something about to happen in the market. The market's going to crash. You'll be like, don't invest in that. Baby, just don't invest in it. And don't invest in that. And you don't need, and you should get to a point in your faith where you just say, okay. You ain't even got to know all the business. You just got to be like, all right, that Holy Spirit, you said don't do it, so I'm not going to do it. But I will say, I have been working all day. I've been working all day, and I'm getting a little tired, a little fatigued, but all in all, I'm very happy. I had a very productive day. So, walk in peace, not in pieces. God bless.